All right then. So we're back in Magic Online land.
Hooray!
We're,
I have not reinstalled Magic Online since reinstalling my operating system. I was going through the list of everything that I had, and I'm like, yeah, all my games that I play, okay, cool. And then I got up to Magic the Gathering Online, and I'm like, hmm, could I possibly not install this? And honestly, the reason is because it runs required updates all the time and installs just loads and loads of files on your computer for all the.
right, because Magic Online is like this weird, like it is the oddest application I've installed on this machine. Like it has to do a bunch of like updates every single time it runs. It doesn't run the way any other application runs because it runs through like .NET Framework and is like I don't know. It's unique. Let me put it that way. But yeah, I guess also it no longer is going to have support for XP and some Vista users
Huh.
because of that whole .NET Framework thing coming up in May. Which
Well, that's exciting.
yeah, anything that uses .NET 4.5.2 doesn't work on XP, and anything back from Vista before Service Pack 2.
Little
Anyway.
by little, Magic the Gathering Online will change from the application where you saw simulations of rooms of demons and wizards sitting down across tables from one another.
I miss that so much. That was what the application was when I started. And it was like you'd sit down at a table with a bunch of different assassins and like two wizards and an angel and a demon, and you're like, yeah, okay. And you'd sit your goblin thing down and be like, all right, let's go. And yeah. Anyway, we're here to do Shadows over Innistrad Limited. I've yet to personally draft one of these, but I've done a number of them with Mike over the course of the week. So,
Right? I have I've done none of that. Are all green werewolves still good?
oh, did this? Hold on. Excuse me. Hmm.
It does not seem to be growing to fit the size of the window correctly.
Okay. Well, thank you, Magic Online, for not being the correct window size.
I'll be whatever window size I want. Here's your sideboard.
Hit maximize. It's like, yeah, okay. Okay.
More than maximum.
But yeah, you asked about the green werewolves, and yes, I don't know if flat all of them. There might be like one, but as a rule, green werewolves like A plus. You're fine picking those. There's a red one that the red ones are actually pretty good too. There is one that's the Mighty Dictron lists. It's a gray ogre that flips into a 4/4, which is funny because green in the last set had villagers of
Villagers of Erstwald.
yeah, which was a 2/3 that flipped into a 4/6.
Yeah.
So this is just like worse in every way. But there are a lot of reasons to want to have a wolf and a human and a flip card. So like even being just a 2/2 that flips into a 4/4, it fills a slot. Okay, that opened on my other monitor.
Hooray!
Thanks, Magic Online. I am in love with. This is what I get for changing a thing before I start the stream.
Man. Oh, Thursday. Studs.
Thursday?
We gotta join this one.
Okay, play points. Let's get in.
Sweet. But yeah, I don't know anything about Shadows over Innistrad. I know that in Innistrad you wanted Geist Flame and things that did not die to Geist Flame.
Okay, well,
Because otherwise you were going to get wrecked by Geist Flame for having like one toughness guy.
we don't have flashback, but we have like we don't have anything on the level of like Geist Flame as far as like answering one toughness creatures. So those are a little safer because you're not just going to get owned by Geist Flame. I guess we'll see what we end up with. There's some like red has a decent set of removal. Trying to think of anything like that's very like what's the biggest like, oh, you need to worry about this.
Where's the Mendoza line, I guess? Because we like depending on what set you're in, you know, the
3-2 is the common 3-2 is the common body.
Okay.
Like there are a lot of very common 3-2s for 3. There is removal that deals with those, and like 3 toughness is I guess 4 toughness would be the line you want to cross then if 3-2 is the common body. Okay. So, this is what we have to start. There's a couple cards in here you might immediately recognize, one of them being a reprint from a Time Spiral, of all places.
Lightning Axe.
Lightning Axe! Well, Lightning Axe has an additional power in this set for the existence of Madness as a mechanic. Like, you know, Fiery Temper was in the same limited format as Lightning Axe, and it is here too! But yeah, so Lightning Axe is a pretty good, like, this would just be a solid pick just as a piece of removal. Harvest Hand is a Grey Ogre that becomes a piece of equipment that gives +1/+1 and menace to humans. When it dies. Traverse the Uvenwald, searches for a basic land, and if you have Delirium, which is all for four or more different card types in your graveyard, it grabs a creature or land.
Wow, what a piece of junk.
It's powerful if it's on because it's a 1-mana tutor. I'm going with the Lightning Axe because this is like a known quantity, you know?
Yeah. No, Lightning Axe is hot.
Okay. Well, what do we want here? Well, there's another...
Target blocking creature fights another target blocking creature. What a piece of junk.
I've never seen that card cast. I'm suspicious that there's about 5% situations where it owns, and then the other 95 where it doesn't do anything.
Can we just pick Deadweight? I recognize that card.
I was going to say, that's another known quantity. There's another card there's 2 other cards in here I want to point at because they're quite powerful and do a lot of, you know, do a good job. Graft Mole is just a 2/4 with text that gains you life. You know, 2/4, which this is again, I just mentioned that 3/2s are the body. This beats them.
Yeah.
And then the other card I want to mention is Tenacity, which is the world's biggest blowout in the universe in this limited format. It says you win the combat. You also gained 15 life. But no, Deadweight again. Let's go with the known quantities, and this lead us into a good red-black deck with some good removal. Or some bad removal.
See?
Another
Gibbering Fiend.
Another known quantity. Yeah, so Gibbering Fiend has another Delirium ability on it. So this is a cycle of cards that like do a thing when they come into play, and then they keep doing the thing if you have Delirium on.
Huh.
Which, this is a piker that
No, I didn't even read any of the text. I'm just like, 2-mana 2/1. Devil.
Yeah, well, it's a 2-mana 2/1 that pokes your opponent for 1. And then if you have Delirium, 4 card types in your grave, it continues to poke your opponent for 1. We also have an easy way to get Enchantment in your yard, which is a bit of a rarer, you know, one to get in there. So, we also could have Rats, like it's Death Touchy. It's Rats.
Man, these are just worse than what's it, Rats?
The dogs have been let loose.
Typhoid Rats.
Yeah. The dogs are loose.
Oh, Mosler, we'll never get you back, will we?
No, we won't.
Maybe that card was unreasonably strong.
Well, okay, if I continue to talk about known quantities, Sanguinary Mage is a card that you might recognize from...
Yo, Sanguinary Mage, Deadweight your guy. Attack.
Yeah. There's also
that rules.
Yeah, I also did mention Throttle being a reprint again, known quantities for what we have here. My favorite creature, because Man with Pickup Truck. I love Man with Pickup Truck. Speaking of Runaway Pickup Truck.
Oh, it's the truck.
Yeah, it's kind of huge. What else do we have in here? If Delirium's on, this flips into a 4/4 Trample Hexproof. I'm gonna go with either the Sanguinary Mage or maybe the Blood Mad Vampire.
Yeah, how much madness are we gonna get? I guess.
I guess we'll see. But Sanguinary Mage seems just fine for me. Speaking of madness, so we have again, like right now, we also just have like good.
We just pick like reduce to ashes. That looks good.
Sorcery is its only limitation, but it does get a job. It gets a job done.
It's easy to cast though. That kind of effect usually costs double red.
Yeah, turn to Slag.
Yeah,
yeah. We have Pale Rider of Trostad, 3/3 for 2 that has discard a card on it. Another like madness sort of outlet that's also an undercosted body. Notably, doesn't have the text like sacrifice it if you can't. But yeah, we can go with that, especially like if we do have like I'm completely happy being the dude with all the removal. You know?
Yeah.
So we have a couple cards in here in what we have for colors.
Necropode.
Yeah, the Necropode here is this is a slug. It's a 7. It's a freaking 7/7 for 6 with menace that you have to sack a land. Oh no.
Yeah, that looks really strong.
Yes.
Holy crap!
If you want the hugest creature in like this is the green common big creature. It beats that.
Oh, hey, Kessig Dire Swine is the thing from the opening of Princess Mononoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of these kind of look. Then we have Pyrehound. That's a bit more of a. This gets +1/+1 counters.
Wow, that's garbage.
It gets fine if you have. Like, if you cast 1, it becomes a 3/4, and that's okay. Oh, by the way, so Ravenous Bloodseeker is one I like a lot here.
We're just going to be able to block all the pikers. That's kind of cool.
Here's a green flip card for you. Yeah, just 3 mana, 3/4 that flips into a 5/6.
Straight up werewolf. Warrior werewolf.
I kind of like this direction because we can find like some good madness cards. We have like Ravenous Bloodseeker is a good outlet for them. Lightning Axe lets us instant speed some of them. That sort of thing.
Hound of the Farbogs.
Yep. So
he's a reverse dog. Look at that.
Yeah, this is a reverse dog. It's dog going right. We'll see dog going to the left at some point, I'm sure. We also have Howlpack Wolf, which is just I am a 3 mana 3/3 that is aggressive.
Oh no, can't block.
Somehow I think I'm fine with the restriction can't block. Yeah, 3 mana counter target creature, exile it. A duel. Here's our pack back. Oh, sweet.
Man, Harvest Hand?
Harvest Hand, and also one of my favorite 1-drops, the Insolent Neonate. It's small, but it does important jobs. Being a madness outlet, dealing damage.
I guess we're not going to end up with many humans, but still.
Still, it's a piece of equipment that could just be fine.
It will not stick around in the graveyard, though.
No.
Let's pick the equipment.
Sure.
I think we'll be able to find other Insolent Neonates. I don't think we're going to find another Harvest Hand.
I'm happy to see this back, because this is a very...
Sweet.
Madness. So, vampires in the set, again, as they tend to do, vampires basically just do whatever they want. Like, you see from the vampires, the mechanical...
Yeah, so the mechanical similarity of vampire to vampire. It's,
they have 2 cards in the set that have this vampire ability left on them, and it's actually just 1 creature and then 1 that grants it to your squad.
What does Brain in a Jar do?
It's you put charge counters on it and then can cast instants and sorceries equal to the number of charge counters for free. You can also remove the counters to scry. I'm more interested in having a copy of Falter.
Sounds good to me. Like, oh no, that specific card.
Yeah,
the wagon.
The wagon's got sweet.
Man. I'll
take. Also, here's Giant Strength with Madness.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Sibyl Snapper. It takes me forever to pronounce the names of things.
Yeah, it can't attack unless prowess has been triggered. Maybe just the 2/4 here. Like I don't know.
Target player discards a card. That's actually good.
Right.
Wow.
I don't think I want ever going to cast more than one Falter, and then here we have a card that you might recognize from a set that you might have built. Not exactly. It's numbers are changed a bit.
Let me put that in the trash.
Yeah,
Jerks.
All right. Well, so we have an on-colored duel.
Holy crap.
We have that enchantment I mentioned, so this is a pretty powerful enchantment for the Vampires deck because of its first line of text.
Jeez.
Like, this 4/1 gets a little scarier.
I'm an attacking Razor Barrier now.
I think I might pick that, honestly. Like, yeah, there's a duel in here, but this fits really well with with the aggressive style we have going already. There's also Delver.
More delving. More secrets.
Mm-hmm.
This is not even my final form. How do we deal with flyers? I guess we just have to shoot them.
I think we have to hit them with our targeted removal and attack through.
Yeah.
We're more aggressive. By the way, here's another one of the powerful 3/2s for 3. This one having a pretty dang good upside.
Draw a card.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's important to note that this Delver, when it does the reveal, it actually graveyards the card. Ooh. Okay, so we have a couple cards in here that we haven't seen yet. Skin Invasion. Enchanted creature attacks each turn if able. When the enchanted creature dies, return this into play. As a 3/4 for 1.
Holy crap. Can we just pick that?
I think
that sounds awesome.
I think so. I've played this card a couple times, or like I've seen it played a couple times. I'm like, if you can put it on your own guy, and like sack them. You can put it on your opponent's guy, and they have to attack into shitty combat. That sort of thing. We also have Spiteful Motives, which is basically that one combat trick that always exists in red, but this time it stays on the creature.
Hold on. What is the mechanical link
I don't know.
between the name, the art, and the effect?
I don't get it. Like, okay, so the person infiltrated the Lunar Council. Okay, sure. Like, what is this person doing? I don't.
You know what he's not doing? Striking first.
Okay, so we have To the Slaughter, a edict at rare. That's maybe not as good, but I think more importantly to us, we have a cool flip card in red, the Breakneck Rider, a 3-mana 3/3 on base, which flips into a 4/3 that gives attacking creatures you control +1 and trample.
That sounds nuts.
Yeah, especially if we have the first strike on our team.
Hey, and it's a werewolf.
Yes.
For Howlpack Wolf.
Yep, we'll be able to block if needed. Other cards in here I like: Morph Bloodmad Vampires, Farbog Revenant. Basically can't be killed, like, because you can only block it with creatures with 1 power. We have the infinite blocking wall over here. Ooh, more Gibbering Fiend, eh?
Dual shot deals 1 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures. Really?
Yes.
Oh, I guess it's still toxic to have 1 toughness in this. In Innistrad.
I think the weird thing about dual shot is it's incredibly good at killing 1 toughness creatures, but there aren't a huge amount of like powerful 1 toughness creatures to play, which means you don't want to really be playing the dual shot, which means so like there's
I
that.
guess. I mean, I'm looking at dual shot and seeing like us with double Gibbering Fiend, double Bloodmad Vampire. And I'm like, I'm hating life.
It's us. We're the ones.
This card owns us.
Town Gossip Monger is also a really cool 1-drop. We got the Town Rabble over here on the left, and then when they tap another creature, they become The rabble. You know, right now we're basically just mono red.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Ooh, okay.
Ghoul Steed.
Yeah, Ghoulsteed is a Dirkwood Boars that you can discard 2 cards to get it back from graveyard to play, tapped. I'm a little more interested.
Neglected heirloom. What the hell?
So it's a 1-for-1. We have Leonin Scimitar, the return of Leonin Scimitar.
Leonin Scimitar actually made it back. That's incredible.
But then if the card it's equipped to transforms, it flips into +3/+3 and first strike.
That sounds like it's never going to happen.
But I'm still fine playing Leonin Scimitar, and also...
Yeah, okay.
Like...
We'll just have to put that on our Skin Invasion somehow. But no, I mean, put it on a werewolf, it eventually flips. And also, here's another thing about Innistrad in general. You pick whatever. Because werewolves are a thing, cheap spells are really cool. Like, we had Traveler's Amulet way back when,
yes.
And that was a very important tool for either stopping werewolves from flipping or flipping them back.
We have a couple.
Devils.
Yeah, we have a couple cards in here I like. Dance with Devils is incredibly good, like combat trick in the sense of like all of a sudden these devils appear. Another card that's is powerful too is the Stormkirk Mentor, which is 4/2 that hands off a counter. He hands you the sword.
Here, idiot.
Use this.
Oh, Tormenting Voice came back.
Tormenting Voice is better than it's ever been in this set. It feels busted, like just busted. You get to there's some like I played Red Black at Madness at my pre-release event, and there were times when it's like, all right, I will Tormenting Voice on turn 3, discarding Fiery Temper. Not much in here. We have like, oh, this is the blue rare. I think we call this Evacuation. I don't know. Nothing in here really interests me.
Pick Aim High, I guess. It's the only card of this that can do anything.
Oh, so here's Dog going to the left. Here's the other dog.
Oh no, it's Iggy!
He has prowess indestructibility. We also have, you know how there was that Lithomancer's Focus, like weird giant growth in white?
Yeah. Okay. Jeez, put a 1/1. It can make a token? That's nuts.
Yeah, it can make a token too. By the way, I'm picking Armed. Just the you can kill your opponent from nowhere. Oh, I guess we get another copy of that if we want it. Fine. God, we're like basically mono red at this point, aren't we?
Can we pick Vessel of Malignity anyway?
Yeah, I probably don't want or care to have multiple copies of Uncaged Fury in my deck. All right.
Have this incongruous card instead. I guess the artist had a tall order. Like, you have to paint someone who looks like they're being spiteful.
I like this card because we have some creatures that it can go incredibly well on. You know?
Yeah, I have one creature. It attacks for 7. It has first strike. Deal with me.
So here's the 1-mana trick in red. It's not really that good, especially compared to the white one. That's weird. But then we have the Skeleton Key.
Actually weird. Skulk. That looks useless.
It gives looting.
I guess.
Which I'm grabbing it specifically because giving looting allows us to like cast Blood Mad Vampires at times. That sort of thing. Sure.
That mountain was a man for a second.
I know. The art.
It was the mountain man.
The mountain man is here. So
Looks like a mountain man.
How many humans do we have? I guess we just have like the Breakneck Rider on the front. Oh, hi.
Jeez. Anguished Unmaking is pretty good.
Yeah. Luckily, there's a black card I like in here.
Is it Assassinate?
Yeah.
I like Assassinate.
Okay, so I talked about the tormenting voice into Fiery Temper play. I had one other play that felt really good, where on 3 mana, my opponent goes, I'll attack with my team, and it's like, I'm gonna Lightning Axe your biggest creature. I'll discard Murderous Compulsion to it.
Damn.
Assassinate gets really good when it's an instant.
Secretly an instant.
Yeah.
That's madness.
Yeah.
Ember Eye Wolf.
Yep.
Ace. Oh, that looks pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Like
2 mana.
tap out, take 5.
It's kind of like there was a card in the first set, in first Innistrad, called Feral Ridgewolf. That was sort of like this, but it was 3 cost at the same stats and had trample instead of haste. But like with haste, you can kind of like, aha! All of a sudden, comes out.
Yeah,
of nowhere.
Ember Eye Wolf is Fireball to the Dome.
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, there's literally not a red card in this pack. Looks like it's just how the cards fell. That's fine. So.
Ooh, we can have Felwar Stone of a sort.
The weird thing about this card is that it just, like, if there's no cards in your grave specifically too, it just fails. It just doesn't make any mana.
Were they that afraid of
Yes.
like mono ramp?
They hate mono ramp these days. It's actually crazy.
Wow.
Pale Rider?
That looks like the most playable out of the bunch.
Well,
hey, Vampire Noble!
Mm-hmm.
Hey!
Mm-hmm.
It's you, Barony Vampire, by another name.
Yeah, the Pale Rider seems good on, like, 4 if we discard a Blood Mad or something like that, or even, like, just being a...
Like, yeah, there's Explosive Apparatus, too, I guess. How much do we care about Delirium? Actually, we have, like, the 2 Gibbering Fiends.
I think it's the Gibbering Fiends, and that's it. It's just the Gibbering Fiends, which we have a high variety of. Ooh, jeez. Here's a Madness card.
Nuts.
Talk about that as a combat trick off of Lightning Axe. Like, as far as other madness, we also have the Twins of Mara Estate, which is just fine.
Yeah, that looks kind of weak. It's like dogs with madness.
Right. Like, madness is such an odd thing to evaluate, like in that sense. Oh, here's the werewolf that makes you want to have a spell on early turns, or else you're gonna get run down. She's the logger. We have good. Oh, geez, we have Tooth Collector in here too. Jeez.
I guess that would make us care a little bit more about Delirium. I kind of like the zombies, though.
Yeah, I'm going with the zombies.
That looks super solid.
Hi.
I like the zombies, though. That looks super solid.
We also have access to this one as well. Now we have a choice between 2 different Madness 3-cost cards. Do we have? I'm looking at our discard outlets. Is what I'm looking at. Because, like, if you can play the youths off of, like, on turn 3, off of something like the Ravenous Bloodseeker, it gets incredibly fast going. I'm just gonna go with it because it's we already have a bidding.
All right, I would rather have the bidding. It looks like the better card.
I'm thinking more. I think the tipping point for me is the fact that we have Masquerade. The youths works really freaking well with that.
Voldaren Duelist. Oh, he's got a copy of Duelist magazine from way back when.
Yeah. This is a.
Holy crap, though! Wait, we had that guy in Cons of Tarkir. What was he called?
Well, that was similarly the Goblin you're thinking of.
Yeah. That guy ruled.
Yes, that guy did rule. But yeah, this also existed in the first round of Innistrad as Crossway Vampire, which is without the haste but minus the mana.
Right.
But yeah, Goblin Shortcutter. No,
Goblin.
was it Shortcutter? No,
Heel cutter.
Heel Cutter. Maybe. God, I know what I remember the card. Oh my goodness.
Right, he was the guy with dash, and you're just like, okay, dash in, you can't block. What is this doing this late?
I don't know. The other
That's
card,
like the madness card.
yeah, and then we also have my favorite madness outlet.
That's crazy.
Like the card on its face is like, oh man, a card for a 1/1 vampire. But when I discard Bloodbad Vampire, or I discard Incorrigible Youths, and I just get a 1/1 for free when I discount my other card. Like, what? Hold on. Or even I get a 1/1 off of my Fiery Temper.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely on the Fiery Temper line here.
I don't think we could pass that. I would first pick that card.
Yes,
like,
same.
for real. I
I
don't really want any of these.
Yeah, like we could pick up another Rotten Heart Ghoul, but like our deck feels too aggressive to actually want that card, but not aggressive enough to want to play like Alms of the Vein. Like, come on, that's
It could hit him for the final 3.
Murderer's Axe.
Madness outlets are more exciting when they're instant.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm just not excited by anything
Yeah,
else.
no,
in here.
this is still a fine pick.
Yeah. Well, we could pick up a dual shot for basically the board, or a Rancid Rats for being 2 mana on our Death Toucher. Bribridge Patrol's a bit late, but you're not gonna see me flipping colors pick 7 of pack 3 when I have no reason to be in green. This is like a heavier cost on the Bone Saw to self-mill.
Gross.
There's some decks where it works because you actually want the Delirium down. I'm gonna pick the Rats because like Death Touch gives us a little, like, if we needed another way to deal with like big creatures.
Oh man, Fireball Wolf.
Yeah, we can pick up Fireball Wolf.
Like the idea of Fireball Wolf.
That seems fine, especially compared to like Cobble Brute.
We're not gonna have any clues, and that's gonna be great.
Yeah. Well, there are 3 colors that get clues. Guess which 2 don't. Like,
It's kind of weird that black doesn't get clues. I mean, black can draw cards.
yeah,
so-
I mean, right here we've got Merciless Resolve, which is a pretty good, it's a fine card anyway because you can sack a land to it. I guess I'm gonna pick the Vampire Noble.
Vampire Tribal.
I could also pick up Massive Ghouls the dog. I'm fine having another vampire. Oh, jeez.
Well, that versus another Howlpack Wolf. Like, how mad are we?
It's a good question. I think mad enough. Yeah.
It's tough.
I'm like,
no.
oh, hey, wow, okay, here's a choice.
Hot damn.
Because Stormkirk Mentor is very good with a lot of the creatures we have, and then Tormenting Voice is very good with the madness stuff we have.
Yeah, of course, I convince you to not pick the vampire before we get.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Mentor over the Tormenting Voice, and here we have a good skeleton.
Oh, poor Dave. He's seen better days. He's fine though.
He's very good with repeated discard outlets in this set. Like, because he just picks up from the grave, like, as a free card. So if you have, like, the Call the Bloodline, it becomes just a four mana thing.
Yep.
Okay, well, looks like we have a lot of cuts to make. That's fine. I guess more relevantly, like, what's the crux of the deck here? What cards do we definitely want to have? I'm gonna put our.
Oh, we can shave down our equipment pretty
Yeah,
easily.
I don't think we need 4 pieces of equipment.
I have kind of a lot of it, like Murderer's Axe, Neglected Heirloom, Skeleton Key. Like, I want to say pick one. Harvest Hand can stick around because it's a creature.
Right, being a creature is nice. 12 cuts is a place I'm fine being, because that means our deck is in a good way. Like, pretty happy to be in a spot where it's that, like, I have that much of a deck to cut down. Okay, so let me... I'm just gonna say the Neglected Heirloom. I'm a fan of literally just having Leon and Scimitar back around.
Yeah, it's a 1-mana spell to make werewolves stay in bed, or whatever you want to call that.
We technically can flip it, but even if we can't, like, it's still going to be just fine. Let me do this sort as well. How realistic is mono red? That is cutting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards.
I mean, we do lose out on like dead weight.
Okay, so let me just take a look at it.
Sure.
Like, because yeah, the cards I feel like we lose out on the most are Murderous Compulsion and Deadweight, and also like Gissa's Bidding.
Yeah. Then again, we do have like Fiery Temper, Lightning Axe. Hell, even Skin Invasion serves a purpose.
Right. And Reduced Ash. Could we just be mono red? Is that like, I know I ended up picking a number of black cards, and we do have some good black cards over there. I don't think our curve is that bad. Like you say our curve gets worse. I actually disagree with you entirely. We have 5 2-drops. Like, black doesn't actually add too much to that. Like, the Pale Rider isn't a card I really want to play on 2. Vessel's not really a card I want to be playing a lot of the times, and Rancid Rats is okay. Murderous Compulsion isn't a real 2-drop.
I guess in this scenario, we're playing Spiteful Motives.
Yeah. Yeah, I only have 2 discard outlets with this. But I also only have 2 Madness cards with this. So, no, I've got the Bloodbath Vampires. Is that fine? Maybe I want the Skeleton Key as another discard outlet. Also, like a way to draw cards.
Skeleton Key, 16 lands, 16 mountains.
Yeah, like, is 16 land realistic?
I think 16 is realistic when you only have 2 5s and 3 4s.
Well, especially when this is like also could be a fake 3.
That's a 3. Like, yeah.
Yeah, when I mentioned the Madness cards, I had forgotten Bloodbath Vampire was a Madness card, and then also that's Destiny of Masquerade was a Madness card. Basically, I was looking at the ones that I think had constructed potential.
Stensia Masquerade, huh?
Stensia Masquerade isn't the one I think has constructed potential.
How good? Well, no. I mean, how good is that card? I'm looking at it.
I think in this deck it's going to do a lot. Like, especially with, like, say we have Ember Eye Wolf with First Strike. That's what we call the Abyss. Like, also known as, you know, like...
Oh, man! You can attack the Ember Eye Wolf with the Skeleton Key, and then they can't block it because its power is too low. Oh, man! Got the combos.
Skulk, also the fact that it hands off the Stesnia Masquerade does hand off 1/1 counters to vampires. On top of that, like, for the First Strike is like the real ability I care about, but it also hands off powerful abilities. Oh god, we're fighting Thor's Day.
Oh man, we're gonna get smoked right away.
Oh,
how about a keepable hand?
Yeah, this looks good.
Where do you want to start?
Yeah.
Is it Fiend Town, Blood Seeking, Kung Fu?
There's a lot of routes here. Let's start with Mountain and see what our opponent leads with on 2, which could lead our decision in a direction.
Fiend for most power, or Sanguinary Mage for the possible Uncaged Fury next turn.
Yeah, or Ravenous Bloodseeker for if we draw a Madness card next turn and attack for 3. All of these all of these options are yours.
So many sweet lines.
I kind of want Sanguinary Mage down before Dances with Devils. Like, that feels like it's going to be a combat trick that'll happen. On 3, maybe it's Fiend for most power.
I like Fiend for most power.
Like, this is it's we're not getting Delirium off with this at the moment. But like, if our opponent plays a 3/2, we can attack into it. If they play enters the tapped. Tap target creature, doesn't untap. That's fine. I mean that in the sense of like, I accept the play, and this card is actually quite reasonable. Ooh.
A Madness card, you say?
Yeah. So do I want to get down the Bloodseeker? Oh, that's a trick and a half. Like, I play the Bloodseeker, and then like I attack with Bloodseeker, and then like they're like, okay, I'll block with my 2/3 Masquerade. Okay, I like this. We also have Dances with Devils around. That seems like a good trick. I like it. Also, if they choose not to block, okay, a 3/4. Well,
Yeah, our trick isn't looking as hot.
Right, it needs like Uncaged Fury to function. Could play.
We could just play our prowess and accept some beats.
I would like to get attacked by the Solitary Hunter. I would like that card to no longer be blocking for our opponent. Sure, let's see how that plays out. Sanguinary Mage with our current hand looks pretty nice, you know? Yeah, that thing is something we do not want in the way. I assume our opponent's going to play another creature of sight. Yep. I think we... Alright, like, we have all the tricks in the... Ooh. Okay, well...
Oh.
Well then.
Hadouken! Let's do this. You could make your vampires permanently larger. I'm thinking Magmatic Chasm plus Masquerade, either on the Madness or not. Probably on the Madness, since it would be free, basically.
I'm just checking out, so Magmatic Chasm plus Uncaged Fury on Ravenous Bloodseeker would be 4/3/2, which is not enough. Yeah, how about the making our gains permanent? Like, that gives us more of a threat with Uncaged Fury too. Okay. So Magmatic Chasm, I guess I attack for 2 as well. Like, might as well get that damage in while I can.
Yeah. Do we? I wanted to attack with everybody.
Yeah,
but...
that's what I mean. Yeah. Basically, it was the
question.
Making sure that. Basically, it was the question of like, do we want to hold anything back? And the answer is like, hell no. Like, look at our deck.
Make our Gibbering Fiend gain us 4 life or something.
So, then we Madness out this. Attacking creatures at first strike. Prowess. So we get to hit for 8 and make some permanent threats. Yeah, we're taking some damage back. That's fine. We have a much scarier board now.
Man, Dance with Devils is going to be the thing. Be like, yo, 2 chump blockers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Dance with Devils is how we don't lose on, like, the following, like, you know, in a couple turns here, when all of a sudden, like, that Solitary Hunter flips, and he's like, alright, I'll attack you for 17 or some junk, and it's like, you know.
That thing just becomes large, right?
Just +2/+2. I mean, just.
Yeah, but, you know.
Yeah.
All these werewolves have, like, secret keywords and abilities and whatever text they could squeeze in. The hell?
Top 4, take a permanent. There's a lot of card types listed there, but the answer is permanent, and put it in your hand.
Huh.
The rest go to grave. So this is like this is a very good way to fill Delirium, because it puts an enchantment and 3 other cards in your grave.
Jeez.
As well as being good card filtering. So it's a fine card.
That's the one that's, like, not actually a card, is it?
Looks like they put Moldraff, Scavenger, Island, and Thornhide Wolves in the grave, and took
Kessig Dire Swine.
Which is appearing on my right monitor when I pull it big.
That's nice.
Anyway, that's the 6/6.
I remember it being a 6/6, yeah.
Yes!
Holy crap. Can we just kill them?
No, because it's 2 to equip.
Ah, crud. Okay.
Who do I want that on? Otherwise, yeah, we could just kill them.
I think the Bloodseeker, because he's the one who, like, starts out smaller and gets big.
Well, the Sanguinary Mage is going to have prowess when I play this, though. Oh, actually, that's bad, because that means the Solitary Hunt. Sorry, I thought this was a 5/6 already. All right. Cool. So yeah, we'll put it on the Ravenous Bloodseeker and get in. And that'll also let us set up for an Uncaged Fury kill.
You may draw and discard. Okay. It's kind of weird how the him getting permanently larger actually makes the skeleton keyword.
I know.
Skulking, it's quite a thing.
Yep, and it's a non-optional trigger too. That's fine. Don't want to use the key.
We might draw Fiery Temper.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thanks for summoning it.
No problem.
So that means I want the 2/3 out of the way then, right?
That's the thing that we can kill with it. I think we go for it.
Well, that's also the blocker that can function against our Skulk.
I drew Lightning Bolt, except I don't have to discard anything.
See, that's why I like the Skeleton Key a lot, by the way.
Okay, fine. I think that's the power of Fiery Temper, not the power of Skeleton Key, but...
Well, here's the thing. That attack also doesn't happen without Skeleton Key.
I guess that's true.
Like,
I'll show you for having large creatures. Haha. Okay,
that... You know what? If you want to waste that on not this turn, I'm completely fine. Like... By the way, this card's quite good.
It looks pretty good. Like, Madness Unsummon?
Yeah.
Beats.
So I want him to play the Kessig Direwolf here, because I win the game if he does that. Alright, so check out this incredibly dumb play that's going to work because we have Stesnia Masquerade. So our opponent's at 9. So I'm going to equip the Sanguinary Mage. We're going to attack with the Sanguinary Mage. Oh wow, it gains the, see how it gains that trigger, like right there?
Yeah, cute.
So, our opponent can't block because that's a 2/4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, hold on.
What's the one blue trick? I don't think it exists.
Alright, so, you know, oh, it prowesses to a 3/5, and then it becomes a 4/6 double striker. Oh, but our opponent's life total is 9. How are we going to get that last point of damage?
Double strike.
We used the combination of every single skill at our... we used prowess plus this, plus the skeleton key. Everything at our disposal needed to happen for this to work. I'm very happy.
Crazy.
Even the fiery temper, or else he had a chump block. Alright. Maybe I want that second magmatic chasm?
First one was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it would be fine.
What's bad here, then?
Skin invasion, because we can't kill his creatures because they're too big.
We can still use it to force a blocker out of the way.
Yeah, that's true.
But
how many of his creatures does reduce to ashes actually kill? 'Cause it doesn't kill the pig. It doesn't kill a flipped werewolf.
Kills the dogs, though. The 4/5.
Let's kill the dogs. Like 5 in, 5 out.
Yeah.
Spiteful Motives could be awesome against this guy.
Spiteful Motives could be quite awesome. Maybe it is. Maybe it's Neglected Heirloom. Does that +1 power matter?
Heck, it might be bad.
Let's go with that. Harvest Hand I'm fine with as a +1 power because it's still a creature. God. I feel like I'm eating my words and I want a second copy of the double strike trick now. So I don't think this is keepable.
Well, I do like the idea of Fireball Wolf. He's not a vampire.
Yeah, but he still gets first strike. So I just have the Abyss.
We don't need other cards. Sure.
Like...
Let's do it.
I have the Abyss in this hand.
Oh yeah, we have all our colors. So we can keep
sweet. That's also, you know, a curve. Like having the Masquerade and then playing the Duelist hits, grows to 4. Okay. So let's go ahead.
We could block our wolf.
Oh no.
Want to body check him anyway?
Yeah, sure.
Eat it Thursday. Okay, fine.
Okay, fine. That's...
Body check accepted.
This card's good, by the way. Like as a just early game wall, late game.
Yeah. That's quite a wall. It's just a 3-mana 3/1.
Yeah. Its big thing is the fact that it's an artifact.
Yeah, body checks. Okay, they are not out to lunch.
Yep. So the card I don't want him to play this turn would be the 3/4. Sure. If that's sorcery speed and not madness, I feel a lot better about it. You know? Forest to yard, card to hand.
Pump Wolf.
Pump Wolf. Okay, so it looks like this turn I'm making the Moldraft Scavenger unable to block and just attacking with the Duelist.
Yeah, otherwise we're throwing our wolf into his.
Yeah, well then, like... Or I could just attack with the wolf, but I want the Duelist down. Like, this is the biggest body I'm going to get for a while.
We're just making use of every red keyword that we can.
Please say accept this. Just damn it. I was wondering if you would actually forget the first strike sooner or later, but we're not that lucky yet.
I mean, it's this hard choice between like losing a creature or allowing our creature to get big.
Right, because if he does make that block, then he does have the Moldraft Scavenger able to just, block the 3/2 forever. I think once we get to like 6 lands is probably the point where I stop playing them. But no, I mean, I have the Fire Breather. I guess I just never stop playing them.
Keep playing lands. Keep climbing that mountain.
Yep, taking 5.
Taking 5, paying bills.
I believe that I can outrace you. I'm still of that belief.
And he plays a 4/5.
Yeah, this is dogs, but my wolf dog can still attack through anything, including those dogs.
Okay.
That's a card I want in play.
Well, we could play our land, attack with the wolf. He won't block, or if he does, we kill something for mana.
Yeah.
But he won't. And then we play 2 creatures.
Yeah, if he blocks with the 4/5, I'm willing to eat it for free. If he blocks with the Moldraff, I'm actually just going to let that block stand and then play out my team. So, the block stands.
The body check continues.
Because I want a team of 1 toughness creatures.
Yeah. I'm mad with blood.
Ping! Does he have 6th land for pumping the Quilled Wolf? One other thing is now if that Wicker Witch dies, he actually has Delirium on.
It double counts, huh?
Yep.
Counts like the card types independently.
Yes. He could put... No, he probably can't put Delirium on here. So untap 2 lands and then discard a card. Which might be a mad discard.
The card is kind of crazy, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's 3 mana, draw 3, discard a card at its core. Okay, he discarded Vessel of Nascency.
3 mana Sift. A good Sift? That never happens.
Right. Well, especially in the world of madness cards, you know? If he discarded the Unsummon to that, it looks a lot better. Alright, what's your follow-up? Oh, no!
We've been rooted out.
Oh, no! We've been rooted out. Oh, no. He figured out our trick. That's kind of bad. Huh. Kind of need to draw like Falter.
Yeah, seriously. We put an extra one in, right?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I don't think I block here.
Yeah, I can't see a block that makes sense. Well,
Hi there.
that would be a reason to not play every last mountain, perhaps.
Yeah. Are there attacks that make sense?
We lost the first strike, so I really don't think so. I mean, you have what? Wicker Witch on the Duelist.
Quilled Wolf on the Blood Mad
Quilled Wolf.
Vampire.
Yeah.
And then Ember Eye Wolf gets blocked by Moldgraph Scavenger, or just gets in for 7. Maybe that's fine. Maybe it's not fine. How am I winning this? Like, where am I... Like, do I need to wait till falter? Like, is that what I'm waiting on? Like, and if I do get falter, how much damage do I have? Or... I could... I'm still considering the all-out attack.
That served to shorten the game at the very least.
Well, the all-out attack might get me killed. Maybe that needs to be lessened. Like, maybe not Gibbering Fiend.
Right. We end up activating Delirium by discarding a mountain.
And the creature dies.
Having a creature die, yeah.
This is on opponent's upkeep as well, by the way, is the timing restriction on that. Okay, I'm going to see what my opponent's response is to me just attacking all out.
Crush them!
Yeah, like, let's let it play out.
Be gruel. We're almost certain to lose a longer game.
That's why
because he has like large creatures and clues and blue card advantage kind of stuff. Okay, the blocks we expected.
So I think what I want to do here is... So, obviously, pump. And then just go ahead and Lightning Axe the Thornhide Wolf. Which lets...
Sounds good to me.
Which lets Gibbering... Like, I realize I'm going to lose my board here.
But so is he.
But so is he. And I keep 2 creatures. He has a clue. He did draw, like, filter some cards, but... Yeah, let's go with this route, so...
Yeah, one of the creatures we're keeping is Fireball Wolf. I like this.
So I am going to Lightning Axe this right now with additional cost, discard a card, because that gets me the activation on Gibbering Devil. Because I'll have 4 card types in the yard, and so I'll have a pinging begin. So now we're kind of hoping that our opponent doesn't have, like, huge things.
We kind of need them to draw blanks.
Yeah, we need our opponent to be sleeping on a couple things. Okay, that's not as much sleeping. Probably. Oh.
Oh, the one-way fight.
Yeah, it's the one-way fight.
Jeez.
Oh, that's flipping out. All right. Uh-oh.
Yep. All right. We're getting smoked.
Yeah. I was fine with one of those things happening, not with both. Take 5. And does our opponent have a follow-up? Or... Okay, so our opponent just has vanilla... Wow, alright. Our opponent is just vanilla creatures. Like, that's what they've got. Like, these are all...
Yeah, it's nuts.
Like, this is just like, I'm playing aggressively good creatures, and, like, even this is kind of like a vanilla guy. And they're going to be more efficient than yours.
I think that means we need to blow them out. And, like, playing first will help us out a great deal. The only other thing I can think to do is sideboard into black so that we can have Assassinate.
Yeah, I was going to say, that gives us Assassinate, like, Death Touch, Rat, heck, probably Morcut, Necropod. Then what do we not want if we did it that route? If we brought black back in?
And we kind of lose our identity at that point, because, like, Uncaged
Yeah.
Fury leaves, Harvest Hand probably goes away because we probably have a better creature in one of the Death Touchers. Spiteful Motives has to go goodbye.
What if it's like this? What if it's like this plus... does it have to be? It probably does. Like, I really like Spiteful Motives for being able to just crush through. Because okay, so if I'm bringing things in, it's Murderous Compulsion, it's Rancid Rats, and like Moracrud Necropod. Like, is that really all I really want out of black?
I think it is.
So Harvest Hand out.
But man, like, we have the ability to deal with like two big guys and.
Yeah. What would I want out? I like Necropod just because it beats all its big guys. That's literally the reason I'm considering it. Like Howlpack Wolf. Maybe it is Skin Invasion.
Screw it. Let's just submit. We have 45 seconds. We don't have enough time to decide anything. So I did do an entire other color and come up with a new mana balance.
I'm still gonna sit here and look at it for another like 15 seconds. In case I do like see it. I like the key. Okay. It's fine. We're the last game going? What is this? Yeah, I'm in. Bloodbad Vampire, discard the Lightning Axe? Holy smokes.
Sweet.
That's what madness is for.
I'm just gonna have to remind myself that that's a 3 mana play.
Mm-hmm. Luckily, we have some pikers to play before that. And he's gonna play his own Moldraff Scavengers here.
Sweet.
Do I care about Moldraff Scavenger?
I mean, it gets us damage right now, which I kind of want. Then again, Lightning Axe is one of our few ways to deal with his 5-drops.
Right, like maybe I just use it to kill his other reasonable creatures and like play Harvest Hand here. And like use Lightning Axe to kill one of his larger guys and then just kind of sidestep the Moldraff.
That sounds okay. Yeah, we can go around a single 0-4.
So we'll play Harvest Hand because it's and Body Check you.
My opponent kept making me block. I don't get it. Oh, and hey, if we draw like Skin Invasion, then
right. That's the other thing. Like we can force this to attack, and it is removed from being a blocker. Which I like a lot. Uninvited Geist in the Grave, which says a lot about the power of the other card he picked, because this thing's pretty decent.
Yeesh.
Anyway.
He probably figured it was never attacking through us, because we have all the little guys. Okay. Harvest Hand didn't want to go?
Yeah, Harvest Hand, come on.
Do you want to not play Gibbering Fiend?
Yeah, I was thinking, like, do the Lightning Axe, like, on his turn. On his 4 he plays here. That is a creature I need to get out of the way. It just sucks that it's a creature I need to get out of the way. I still reduce to Ashes, though, for another one of them. For, like, Wolves on 5. So...
Yeah. Wolves on 5. Wolves on film!
Attack me. Okay, discard a card.
Boop.
Boop. Cast it. And now we've got a creature that is an incredibly huge threat because it can attack past the Moldrav. Ooh.
Speaking of huge threats, jeez. If he doesn't block, do you want to do that right away? 2+ counters.
2+ counters.
I know it's greedy.
Sure, you talked me into it. It puts our opponent on 4, and like, so like I can just kill him with like Gibbering Fiend activations, like.
Yeah, it's a 6-3. We have a huge board out of nowhere. Could trade for your biggest men.
Okay. I think we're forcing a trump block.
Why does that thing have 2 damage on it? Oh, that
okay.
just didn't.
It didn't fade until we looked at it.
Then Moto is like, "Oh, sorry,
I forgot. Sorry.
Man, I kind of want to draw like.
Okay, yeah, he needed to get a creature out of the way, or else he was losing. So.
Poo.
No, I just attack.
Sounds good to me.
They're specific, like he has to chump block this in some manner. Yeah, remove an attacker. That makes sense. Though it does give us our harvest hand. So it's only +1/+1 in the...
Right, but how about Gibbering Fiend plus Equip? Because that'll put him at 3 and we have 2 lethal threats on board.
It could be Bloodbad Vampire and hold this back as the extra, like, hidden point, too. Though this is better if we draw, like, a discard outlet?
Yeah, how many of those do we actually have?
I think there's just 1 or 2 more at the most.
Right. So, like, maybe Bloodbad is still fine.
I like it because it gives us a, like, basically I like this because he plays something like 5 toughness I can just sidestep. Like I can equip it and then I have a 5/5 and a 6, you know, like if he somehow goes like land, wolves, and a 1-drop, I don't know what that would even be. All right.
The game is ended. Woo!
So our greedy armed that just we crushed our opponent for 11 points of damage with armed. This card's incredibly good, by the way, in the aggressive style deck we have because the grow, like,
yeah,
damn,
like the 2 points of permanent growth. No, we cut the game short, and that's how we had to win it.
We could,
like, he wins his long games with clues and pillar field oxes.
Right, because he showed us multiple cards that make clues. He showed us these gigantic vanilla creatures that are just like, what can we do about that? And it's like, well, we realistically can't do anything about it, can we? So how about you don't get to cast them?
Hey, maybe he took all of the vanilla creatures that we have problems killing, and we can just fight other people. Although I guess we're not the super removal deck anymore.
No.
Like, now that we're not black-red.
Even with our black-red, we just become a good removal deck. I mean, it's still a good removal deck, don't get me wrong. Like, we gain Deadweight and another, and Assassinate for 2.
Oh, Slyo9 just went live on Twitch, okay.
Oh, that's great. We're live now. I'm glad we're finally live. Hello, everybody. My only regret with the mono red deck is I wish we had a second armed.
It didn't look that good.
See,
I'm like, yeah.
I have a respect for it from, I keep calling it armed, and I'm referencing a card from Dragon's Maze. That was a split card called Armed and Dangerous. You never played Dangerous. You always played Armed. I see a curve. I see the trick. I see Breakneck Rider.
Yeah, let's get nuts. I'm going to look up Armed and Dangerous.
Armed and Dangerous was a card, a personal favorite of mine back when we used to stream that format. It was the same card at sorcery speed for 2, though it was in a format with Phyto Burst, aka green 1 for +5/+5.
Oh, you could fuse it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Though
you could
again,
actually cast Armed and Dangerous.
You could. All right, Ravenous Bloodseeker. Oh, sweet. Ravenous Bloodseeker gets in.
For one.
Could be 3. Anyway, let's play Breakneck Rider, because if this card flips, it's a bit nasty.
Attacking creatures. I have a feeling yeah.
Holy smokes. That is a giant growth effect on my own guy.
To stop us
to
from
stop
flipping.
us from flipping. Shit.
Well, we're attacking with trained Armadon, so that's still fine.
Yeah.
Gonna leave our Fury caged for now, I think. Although double strike on our 3/1 sounds kind of cool.
Yeah. But yeah, so he does get to cycle that. Like, you know, this does create a clue. So he'll be able to cycle to draw a replacement card. So he basically played a 3-mana cantrip to prevent us from flipping out. Briarbridge Patrol, 3/3. Whenever it deals damage to a creature, investigate. At the end of each end step, if you have 3 clues sacked, put a creature from your hand into play.
What a complicated and never actually happening card. Whereas we can just roll on into that.
Yeah, basically. Like, he likely blocks the Breakneck Rider to try to kill it. I'm going through mental, like, how this could lay out, you know? Like, how could this play out? Like, we could... So, if I attack all out, he likely blocked Breakneck Rider, trying to prevent me from having the card flip. He would take 4. I could make that 6. I could make that 11. Or I could use Uncaged Fury to save my Breakneck Rider, which I don't know if that's actually more relevant. I could also just not attack with a Breakneck Rider, which saves me the needing to save it, part of it.
If we can reliably deal 11 to our opponent and leave a 3-power attacker behind...
Multiple
that
3-power
sounds
attackers.
good. Yeah. Because we attack him for 3 and...
All right,
Get the Gibbering Fiend damage.
We can decide. You know, our opponent hasn't played a 2 or a 3-drop. I don't think they can produce 2 creatures next turn. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
You can't make 2 creatures next turn.
I don't believe you. So this is me saying, I don't believe you. Also, Gibbering Fiend would be at 3 card types. Or no, not... Yeah, at 3 card types. So, because I'm actually gonna flip the Ravenous Bloodseeker here for damage. And then Uncaged Fury on... Sadly, we can't pump this enough to, like, double discard to it, you know? So we'll go here. So this will deal a nice chunk of damage. Puts our opponent down to 4. They investigate because they dealt damage to a creature. And then I get to play Gibbering Fiend to put him on 3.
Yeah.
Effectively asking them, can you produce enough blockers to not lose here? Call the Bloodline. You can produce enough blockers
they
to not
can.
lose. But
Damn it.
That's a lot of cards out of your hand in order to not lose, I understand.
They have lifelink too.
Yes, but they have to
It's the
chump.
obnoxious part.
Like, I just don't attack with Gibbering Fiend and start running our opponent out of cards. I say open. Ooh. Well, the lifelink still means I can't, like, just attack with it. So I'm going to attack with just these 3 toughness guys. Because the Gibbering... I don't want to hand off Gibbering Fiend for free, especially when we're this close to being able to get the... Because if I can get the Delirium off on this, our opponent's just dead, right? Like...
We laugh them to death.
Yeah.
I really want that to happen.
Just heckle our opponent until they die. This is a good Piker. This Piker does good.
It's a lot better in multiples.
Yeah. It's a threat. The other thing is Call the Bloodline can only make 2 creatures by the time my next attack phase comes around. So here's the worst part. I could discard my Piker to Ravenous Bloodseeker to deal 3 damage. But our opponent would go to 1. And I couldn't make the attack all out because they would have just called the Bloodline to block the Gibbering Fiend. It wouldn't have actually worked. So I'm just going to... This is just going to be neutral. That's fine.
I guess we knocked a card out of their hand. That's fun.
Unless they have another copy of, like, Confront the Unknown. By the way, this is a pretty decent Giant Growth. It doesn't look it, but... Like, on the surface, this card looks like a kind of minor trick. But for one, it itself cycles, which is great for a Giant Growth. And for 2, like, if you already have a clue down, or, like, 2 clues, gets a bit spicy. Alright, well, anyway, we want to draw a sorcery, or we want to draw an enchantment. Though the enchantment we drew, I guess I would likely, So he's going to make an end step, call the Bloodline guy.
Wait. I know what we do with our enchantment. No, crap, we won't have enough cards. Dang it.
I know.
I was like, wait, we can just kill our own guy with this ability, and then I'm like, wait, we don't have any cards in hand.
I know. Well, we already have Creature Grid. We don't need...
Yeah, if only we had First Strike when attacking.
Okay.
Right, they have drawn all the cards.
Yeah, our opponent is in a very precarious position. If we draw an enchantment, we could just discard the enchantment to turn on Gibbering Fiends, is what I'm talking about. Because that's Delirium. If we draw a sorcery, that's also good. I guess the enchantment we would want to draw would be the Force You to Attack.
That's the only one I can think of in our deck. Oh no, Spiteful Motives is still in our deck.
I can't cast that.
Crud. It's also an instant.
Yeah, it's also an instant.
Crud.
Nuts. Again, attacking with the Gibbering Fiends is not conducive to winning. I think it's just, again, attacking with the 2 people on the left.
Well, he can discard another card to make Vampire number 3 block with all 3 of them.
I would be okay with that. It wouldn't be the worst. Again, because he has this flexibility, I can't, rely on him making a bad play here, because these are these have a very real threat of ending the game. So he looks like he is doing the 3rd vampire. Discarding a Dire Swine, yep. Did I mention I like this card a lot?
You had mentioned that, yeah.
Okay. I'm very sad I can't play the Lightning Axe.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, but he's down to 2 cards in hand, which will become 3. This is fine. So, goodbye. Yeah, I could discard my Lightning Axe to Bloodseeker to put my opponent to 2. Is that worth it? Or is the Lightning Axe better off as like a way to kill a real blocker that our opponent might make?
Are they ever going to have a real blocker again? I think they're
or heck,
feeding every card into this enchantment forever.
Even that, like, it might just be getting rid of one of the Call the Bloodline tokens might be the way to get in, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Hi, Rosella. Drafts are going pretty well.
Hello. Yeah, we were playing mono red, vampires, devils, and wolves.
Playing a bunch of red vampires. You get larger when they attack.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Red vampires that get larger when they deal damage.
We're doing basically the
one thing.
The reason that I mentioned that is that the one deck that Rosella ever played with and liked was a red vampires deck. Hers had Intimidate, though, which we don't have any of.
No. Okay, so discarding... Wow. That says a lot to me that Autumnal Gloom wasn't wanted to be cast by our opponent. I guess that they didn't have... Yeah, they didn't have Delirium without it in the yard. Okay, that makes more sense. God, I really just want to draw... First strike my creature. Stensia Masquerade. Give me the Masquerade. I can even cast it off of discarding it to Lightning Axe because it's that good of a card. I can cast that to discarding off of Lightning Axe too. Nice.
It's decent. Yeah, 2 cards in hand. This means that if we attack with our 1/3, it can't die to triple blocking. You can make it a most 2 of the vampires.
Yeah. Does this mean I even attack with Gibbering Fiends at all? I'm doing the math. If I kill his lifelinking token and attack all out, I deal 3 damage to my opponent, lose Gibbering Fiends, and they go to 2. I don't think that's the answer. I think these are the answer, and I guess this is how the 1 toughness creatures get punished, ain't it?
I call the bloodline. You just keep calling. They're running up a mighty large phone bill calling that much of the bloodline.
I know. Oh, good God.
Uh-oh. Madness.
Yeah, he discarded Gissa's Bidding.
Zombies. Uh-huh.
Okay, so Lightning Axe is going to perform a key maneuver here. An extremely key maneuver. My opponent's going to go for a block that'll kill this thing, the Ravenous Bloodseeker. And I'm going to have the choice of either using Lightning Axe to save it, or discarding Blood Mad Vampire to not save it and allow it to trade, depending on how his blocks line up. That's a good draw off our opponent there, though. Okay, so I am able to save it, if that's what I indeed want to do. And I think that is. Like, if I kill the zombie token, I'll kill one of the vampire knights. He'll gain a life, but then I'll have the Blood Mad Vampire in play. Basically, I also am opening up Falter as a win con, too, I suppose.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. Additional cost, discard a card. Good old madness here. I like that we're having a madness off. So opponent goes...
I like that we're nowhere near losing the game.
Oh, that too. Like, even if our opponent somehow is... Like, because they've had to spend their whole hand to do this, you know? They had a full grip at one point.
That infuriating man.
Yep. God, I really want a sorcery. I would like to draw Turn to Slag, you know?
Seriously.
You know, let's be more realistic. Just give me Falter. Or that.
So, how does that look?
All out, brawl out? Want to say the all out brawl?
We could do it at instant speed.
Yeah, he doesn't know it's there. Also, I could choose not to do it to get Gibbering Fiend to Delirium. Depending on how he chooses his blocks.
Yeah. Okay. Crush them.
All out. All right. What you got? So, obvious activation, which is discarding a final card to make a 1/1. Let's see where your blocks go.
Well, if we cast it, his guy doesn't flip. We take away Vampire Knight and Zombie.
And we have plus power on our Ravenous one there.
Yeah.
If we...
That's sounding a little better because we're losing a Gibbering Fiend.
Yeah. This also just deals 3 damage because he no longer gets the lifelink on this.
Yeah. Surprise! They all have first strike.
All right. Plus a counter on that. By the way, this gets more powerful the more counters it gets. Good God. All right, what was... Okay, so, yep.
Cracking a clue.
Cracking a clue, finally. I'm assuming that this is flipping, and that's a bit of a defensive problem. You know?
Yeah, then we need, like, Skeleton Key.
Oh my God. I like that we have enough outs here. That feels nice. You know?
Outs to the tune of we kill our opponent immediately, not outs to we stop them from killing us.
Right, right. Yeah, we're not even in a bad situation. That's the best part here. So he also probably can't attack unless he makes 2 tokens. Because he currently has the issue, oh, well, I guess he's probably committed to making 2 tokens then. Which makes sense if he's going to flip this.
Could I see Call the Bloodline?
Yeah, Call the Bloodline is... Where's that? Oh, that's the discard? Yeah, once per...
Okay. I'm really glad that says activate this ability only once each turn.
Yep. It's a real card, it's a balanced card, and he didn't use it. That's interesting.
Well, discarding it gives us Delirium, but does it work better as Leonin Scimitar?
Doesn't let us get around one of the pack. It also might be the card I hold back to flip his. Or maybe I do just want to get Gibbering Fiend to start doing its job. You know? I don't have...
Wait. Oh, no. He can still make a vampire. Maybe that's fine.
So I'd be sacrificing a guy, like, to do the play you're thinking of.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it might just be discard Neglected Heirloom and start letting Gibbering Fiend make our opponent have to make rash decisions.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, there's no attacks. Yeah, let's just do it. Move to post-combat for it. I'm here to confuse you. I'm also wondering if he has Assassinate in hand.
Ah. Gibbering Fiend will never attack again.
Alright, Gibbering Fiend. I'm glad we have blockers on the lifelinkers, too. Like, he can't just, like, get out of this by attacking all out all the time because he won't be able to kill us. He will be able to lifelink, which is, you know, what he probably needs to be doing. Where's Falter? Where is falter when you need it? I accept.
I mean, he's got to think that he's got to be thinking that the way that he wins the game is to kill us with a single big guy, or to just gain enough life that we can't handle him anymore.
Just use that to kill the graph mole? Or is that better as, like, a trick?
Could we do that and just serve in? Like, we kill a bunch of vampire knights.
Yeah, I think we do that and serve.
If our vampires actually hit, they get huge. Which, like, one of them will not, or else our opponent dies. Sure.
He could make a third vampire triple block on Fiend and die. That was Crow, okay. Well... God, I'm hitting him to 1. Nope, alright. The knights have made their stand. Oh, okay. The armies of hell are here. Okay.
Yeah, our guy gets bigger. Woo. Go to 1.
Alright, so he has to attack with lifelink token or he loses. Do I just serve back?
Man, the thing is, if we lose Gibbering Fiend, we lose that bit of inevitability.
I'm doing it this way. My plan here is that I want 2 cards in hand. So I realize that yeah, I'm playing safely for a reason here. But the idea here is with 2 cards in hand, I can actually attack with the Ravenous Bloodseeker, like, freely.
Mm-hmm. Oh, goodness. Or we draw a burn spell. Get out of here.
Excuse me, let me just do this. Cool, alright. Moving on.
Do we have any way at all of dealing with Call the Bloodline?
They had a second one, they discarded to the first.
Holy crap. We're never getting out from under that card.
Well, we did. We
I know, but I want to say that's because we started off early. Like,
so,
this Magmatic Chasm could overrun them.
Yeah, I'm thinking Magmatic Chasm needs to come in here. And then, what do we not want here, then? Again, like, is Neglected Heirloom just fine getting out? Maybe Skeleton Key? Like, is Skulk's really crap against?
I guess, like, 1/1 tokens?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll just never work.
Alright, and I've also got to play a bit quick. I took a lot of time on my plays there. This looks just fine because I've got Blood Mad Vampire and Spiteful Motives.
That's how we'll deal with his stupid enchantment. We'll create a 7-power first striker.
Here's the Abyss. There's that stupid enchantment, by the way. Hey, Hellpack Wolf will be able to block. Yep, a 3/2. Want to put that on a
Aw.
1/1.
It's cute. I think we have to assemble the biggest board we can.
So play the wolf.
Yeah. Like we have the magmatic chasm in hand this time.
Yes.
Which is it's got to be crazy. Make a 1/1.
I'd like him to I'm kind of hoping like attack for 3, tap out for a 4-drop, and then we draw a 4th land, Voltaire and Duelist. That's my hope. 4th land is involved in a lot of the plans that I want. Good God. All
okay. Right. Maybe I look like an idiot.
No, that's fine. This lets us
Maybe we get 2 straight turns of doing that, though.
Yeah. I assume you're doing something. Like, you don't pass your turn fully. Like, Guess's bidding? Is that the play here? Asylum Visitor. So, Asylum Visitor, which we'll soon see, is a 2-mana 3/1 that has... if at the beginning of a player's upkeep, if that player has no cards in hand, Phyrexian Arena.
Jeez.
And also, they get the 1/1 with that too. By the way, I really want to Skin Invasion that vampire. Yeah, you serve for 3. That's fine. I don't care. Okay, so Skin Invasion, the vampire token, and play Gibbering Fiend.
I like that.
So the one thing that's going to get a bit spicy is that this Asylum Visitor, like, the drawback of this is supposed to be, you know, it only works, like, if I'm empty-handed, like, he gets a card, and then you don't get the card again on your turn, unless...
Jeez.
Skin Invasion... And this will get me a 3/4, which basically beats his board entirely. I don't think there's any real attacks that make sense here, because he can make 1/1s to block, like, Blood Mad Vampire.
Now, if he makes a 1/1 after we cast Magmatic Chasm...
should not be able to block. Creatures cannot block.
Okay. Like, that's how I internally believe it should work, but, you know, like, if it's not a... If the creature isn't around to see...
Oh my god, our opponent has Hell Madness stuff going on. That's pretty good. I might not have time here. Like, with the board our opponent is assembling, I might have to make some blocks I'm not a fan of. Probably the Ember Eye Wolf on the Asylum Visitor if that comes in. Hi, Vampire Knight. How's it going? I'm fine with my opponent trying to play defensive here, you know, like, oh, you know, aha, I will hold back and I will be able to make the key blocks that I need to make with my team of vampires.
Okay. That's what we wanted to see. I'm a 1-mana 3/4.
All right. How much damage do I have? Three, 6, 10, 13.
I'm not seeing any more than that. It's a shame that we didn't like draw a mountain there. Else we would have been able to boost that a little.
So like probably like blow a chasm here and attack for something like 10.
Yeah, if you think we can still attack for 10 after that, then
We
that's just fine.
should be able to. Okay, so here's my thought. Yeah, his crackback is huge. Basically lethal, but I'll be able to chump block enough to make it not lethal and then just crackback again, is my thought process. So I'm going to try it. his crackback is 14. That means I'm not attacking with my whole team. When I say 10, I mean Hellpack Wolf, Bloodbad Vampire, and Skin Shredder. And that
I guess he's gonna gain some life though. That's the kind of scary part.
maybe I actually leave Skin Shredder back. Because Skin Shredder can freely block things and actually looks a little more threatening. So 9, and then I Magmatic Chasm again next turn for an attack back for 12, and that's lethal?
Yeah.
Let's try that. He's empty-handed almost. Nothing can block.
Where's the Flyers deck? We haven't seen that.
So it'd be this for 9. Leave the Skin Shredder back. Yeah, that makes some sense.
That looks pretty good. There's no way he's gaining more than like 2 life.
Yeah.
Because you can make 1 vampire now that would be able to attack, and nothing is blocking ever again.
Yeah, blocking is fake for the rest of the game.
Oh, I forgot our guy got bigger. Right?
Yeah, I was gonna say our guy gets bigger too. I actually have just flat lethal from this setup. So he's going to discard a card. He'll lose a life and go to 9 to draw another card off of a Silent Visitor. So he has 14 power. If he's able to remove both of my blockers with the 2 cards he just drew in some way, I die. But I don't believe he can.
Yeah, assassinate our 5/2 would also look pretty bad for us.
Yes. If he had an actual kill spell for the 5/2, that would be bad. I would have to draw a land. I could still win out of that. I just have to draw a mountain.
On you, Pigeon Wings. Look at the insanity of the board that our opponent has assembled.
I know.
Jeez.
Really glad about the second Magmatic Chasm. What if you just attack for 10 twice? Like, screw this. Also,
sounds like 20 to me.
Thank you, Skin Invasion. Like,
that card is off the damn chain.
Yeah, this is the 1-mana 3/4 we have that blocks all of his creatures. So here's something. What's something? Okay. I don't care.
Whew.
What's your attack?
None.
Also, none.
I have some news for you.
Hello. I'm doing it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Falter.
Give me a hot dog.
Magmatic Chasm second right. Yeah. Okay. That went well. I'm really glad that was a good sideboard. Head on over, grab your hot dog.
And speaking of, I think I actually have to get food.
Okay, well we got one last one here. So you go ahead and grab food.
Yeah. Bring us news of our victory. I will hopefully catch the end of it.
Okay.
Although these games have been nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I'll leave the call open if you want to.
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I might come back.
Okay, I will do that.
If I don't come back, thanks everybody for watching, for listening.
Yeah, and thanks for Kaz.
This has already been a lot of fun.
I'm glad.
Let's be the 16 mountain deck. Eat it. Fiery temper.
Let's be the double falter deck. But yeah, just stick in the call and.
Oh, I'm being told I don't have to leave. Okay, I won't then.
Okay.
You can't get rid of me that easily, I guess.
Well, you have to stay now that we've played double Magmatic Chasm, freaking double falter. Like,
see, the first Magmatic Chasm gets me to leave. The second gets me to stay again. So thanks everybody for welcoming me back.
Yeah, welcome back, Kaz. I'm glad you're here to join. Another card.
I have not seen even one creature with flying in this.
Our opponent did have the crow that they discarded to make a 1/1 vampire with lifelink because a 2/1 flyer was worse than the 1/1 with lifelink. By the way, that's basically every time I've played Call the Bloodline, I'll be like, it's like I draw like a 5/4 and it's like 1/1 lifelinker. Get this crap out of here. We're fighting the Pope. 21, 30, 331.
Born in the year 21,331. The future Pope, who is also a ghost.
Can't do it.
That's questionable.
Yeah, let's mulligan this. Also questionable, but I think we can ride it. I'm really happy to have Masquerade. If we find a creature or two that works with it, we'll feel a lot better.
I think it's that like 4 mountains is the maximum we ever want to have, almost.
Yeah, at least we have the Scry. Too, like I can bottom a mountain or something. Basically, I would like to draw that 1/3 vampire that you discard a card the Aquamoeba. You know.
Yeah. Red Aquamoeba.
Red Aquamoeba, which is both it's both worse and better than Aquamoeba. Like it's worse because it doesn't exist in a world where damage on the stack existed. You know, Aquamoeba was secretly a 3/3 in some fights. But it's better because if it does get some sort of pumps, it can become something like a 7/1 if it had +2/2. So we keep this. That's a creature worth keeping with the Masquerade around.
Yeah. Keep wolf.
All right, we'll make this one quick then. We'll play speed magic.
Oh man, please tell me that we ended up with like one of those knife throwing cards.
Did we?
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did. Oh my god. Okay. So this becomes a 6/3 if it connects with the Stensia Masquerade. This is literally this is the creature. This is it.
Who needs more than one creature? Holy crap.
Our opponent didn't play anything. Do I even play the Masquerade?
Well, what's the worst that happens?
No, but I mean, do I play a creature instead? You know?
I think we still play the Masquerade. Okay, yeah, they might have like a removal spell for our one guy. I guess it does become a 5/2 on its own.
Right, like it gets a counter anyway.
First strike.
I know.
It's like so invincible.
I don't think there's anything with flash in these 3 colors. Like
There's
on 3 mana, like.
Well, they could play that instant that needs delirium and pumps a guy for 2, and then they get a 1/1.
There's removal for attacking creatures, but it's 3 power or less, or it's 4 mana, so it doesn't work here.
Yeah, okay.
I'm doing this.
I accept the wolf. I guess I'll just take.
Yeah.
I accept hitting them for 4 and getting a 5/2.
Right.
Or cobble brute down.
And then do they kill it? No, they play a 3/3. Let me tell you something about a 3/3 on defense here. It ain't on defense. Though probably not even skin invasion it. Like that doesn't even do anything really. Anyway, let's play the Masquerade.
I mean, we have a wolf that can't block anyway.
Yeah.
It can't even block first strike.
It can't block first strike. It just can't do it.
Which is, I guess, a thing that you could print. Like, I cannot block creatures with first strike, you know? The Abyss! Yay!
Yay! we have successfully gotten the Abyss. I feel incredibly powerful right now. Like, this card no longer functions because we're not blocking. I guess it gets a guy out of the way if he, like, if I attack and he doesn't take the Abyss.
Right, if he makes, like, a 1/7 or something. We're like, okay,
All right,
get that crap out of here.
come on in.
Hell, a 3-5 is a more reasonable and real body, which he did not make.
Oh boy.
This captain inspires precisely no one.
Inspires one. Look, this captain very much likes their own speeches. Okay.
Wait, holy crap! Does the skin invasion care how the thing dies?
No, it does not.
Could we just put it on him anyway?
Yeah. So let's do that.
So you have some hard choices to make, mister.
And I'm not playing and equipping the neglected heirloom because I want to play the
White
harvest.
giant grove.
Oh, hold on. I love this deck. Okay, and we'll play the harvest hand and the neglected heirloom because I want something to equip to the harvest hand. Ah, we can have our scarecrow that has picked up this ancient sword. What you got for me, buddy? If you slam down Final Judgment, I will respect the hell out of you. There is a 6-mana root. Exile all creatures in this set.
Nasty.
It has Delirium, make a 4/4 angel.
No. Oh. That's also a card.
Yeah, alright. Here's the problem. I'm gonna kill Sorin, and likely... yeah, because you have to -4 to kill off my biggest creature, or else. And you have to attack.
Yeah, skin invasion.
So our opponent's on 9. Okay, so I'm gonna kill Sorin at the Harvest Hand and attack with a Howl Pack for 4. Sorin the Pope.
Sorin looks pretty powerful.
I mean, that was one of the cards that I guess got them out of the situation they were in, because they're no longer just flat dead. Like, that says a lot that our position was so powerful, Sorin was effectively a 1-for-1.
Sorin was like a fog.
Yeah.
Most.
It was a fog that destroyed target creature fog. He gained 4 life, he lost 4 life, and then Sorin died. Yeah. He played destroy target creature fog. Anyway.
It's just like Haze Frog.
Haze Frog. Oh dear. Sure. This is pretty nifty. It's small effect, but
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Looks really solid. Like 1 mana for flight.
Yeah.
And then you can pull it back, so it's not even like a downside.
Mm-hmm.
Slayer's Plate.
Slayer's Plate.
The hell? Do we just kill them now?
Unless you play a blocker, yeah, I'm killing you. Okay, a blocker.
On Crossway Vampire, okay.
Alright, well, it's better for me to do it this way. So, opponent goes to 2. They can remove this to make another 2/2 next turn. I need to find a way to kill our opponent.
I know. We need to draw a non-mountain, basically.
Yeah, because the inspiring captain at this point is a clock. If the Slayer's Plate gets equipped to it, it's 2 turns. But I think if they equip Slayer's Plate, they just die. Like, I don't think they have enough, like, I don't think you've got enough damage for me. Like, Because you need to make 2 blockers here. That's 1 blocker. Oh my god. Okay.
Crap. Crap.
Crap! Yeah, he's got enough chump blockers. He's gonna take us out. Dang. So the skin invasion basically, he just decided to run with it and attack with his 8-5. Okay, well that was quick. That one got away from us.
Well, I mean, look at the cards we drew.
I know, I did.
We drew too many mountains, and that was it. That was the thing.
I'm getting rid of Skeleton Key when our opponent had a lot of those 1 toughness things, and also Magmatic Chasm is a little more useful there. Don't think anything else really comes up.
Yeah, I mean, dead weight is super good against this guy, but
yeah,
just have to keep that in mind. Nah. Like, if we had drawn 1 additional card...
Creature?
So, yeah.
Any attacker. That's fine. We had an incredible start, and I was very happy with that. We just got to throw the Abyss down. And they're going to take their time sideboarding against us. They've got some powerful singular cards, though, too. Slayer's Plate is freaking scary? I'm going to go with scary.
I don't think we have a way of dealing with that.
Not really. All right.
How was last game for you?
Well, we lost it, but...
You want to just...
You want to just try it again?
Have a mirror match of last game.
Let's try it again. Like, you know, last game...
We have so many good 2s and not seeing any of them.
I know.
Maybe we can get our trained Armadon and go completely nuts. Nope. All lands.
All lands.
Sure. A rat.
Yikes.
No.
Okay.
That's a little disgusting.
Looks like it's time for the wolves.
Don't turn your back on the wolf pack.
Oh, Gnome, you've missed an excellent draft. I'm sorry.
Oops, all humans.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to...
Can't block it.
I'm just going to play second Hellpack Wolf and then... equip the Neglected Heirloom and attack for 4.
This wolf raided my cabinet. These are the results.
Another human. Another human.
Man. The Fiend. The Rogue. I want to say that, like, attacking with First Strike is still pretty primo.
Yeah. I don't care what you have. I got the wolf.
Oh, yeah. We've made Great Wolf Sif.
Ah, yeah, Sif. This wolf is just running around with a sword in its mouth. This rules.
Man, he's going to flash in a human or in...
Plus, he's going to play that +2/+2 trick.
+2/+2.
That's fine. Oh, nope. Or he figured
decided...
out...
He decided that First Strike was real.
He's doing it in a less... he's doing the same trick, but in a less risky way.
What the hell is that?
+3/+1 and lifelink.
Nasty.
Uh-huh. which all of a sudden means that it's very hard for us to actually race here.
Oh man.
It's incredibly hard for us to race here.
Yeah, I think we're getting rocked.
I think our opponent might have the slightly faster board clock here. You got nothing.
He has another inspiring captain, and we're just crushed.
Vessel of Ephemera, which makes them... Oh no, flying creatures! Those are illegal in this format. What?
Can't have flying creatures.
Flyers are illegal.
We held him back? That's crazy.
I'm in. Alright. I'm glad we got this force the chump. Though, I mean, this replaces itself. It makes a 2-2 from the grave.
Mm. Haha, but you take one.
I'm also going to move the neglected heirloom over to... Howlpack Wolf. And then he's going to pop his vessel and make 2/1/1 flyers.
I did not see like grotesque what have you as a real card.
It's not the best trick,
That's
but
mutation.
But that might have been his sideboard, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
It sort of makes sense to sideboard something like that in this match. All right. We're not done yet. We're still not done yet. That sucks, but I think we're done.
I think we're done. Hell, even if that were falter, we're still smoked.
Block those. I don't believe in blocks. I'm gonna win this fight. Oh no! Shit!
Indestructible.
I'm not gonna win this fight!
Man.
I'm also no longer able to block with my Hellpack Wolf. So, we're done here.
Back it up.
Yep.
We got killed by black-white humans.
Yeah. Please play your 6th land and slam it. Slam it. Slam it. Slam it.
No, it's
yes!
not sword. No!
Yes! Slam it! Come on.
I think they like by the rules, they win an extra game off of us for killing us so badly. Like,
I think that's how it works. Yes! If I'm gonna lose, I want to lose hard. All right?
yeah, they brutalized us. You know what? We never got to cast the make 2 devils.
I know, no devils. We had it in our
didn't get
hand.
dance.
Oh, we had it in the hand.
We did.
like we had it in the hand in the I think 2 games where it would have been really nice. We just won too quick, so Anyway, this deck ruled.
This was great. I
Yeah.
love when I get to play monocolor
Hey,
and
what's
have
up?
it be like powerful and reasonable.
I'm freaking stoked by it. Like that rules. We also somewhere in here, but there's 4 packs.
It's hidden.
It's hidden somewhere. Let me make sure that they exist. But that was an 8-4. We should have had the sealed product.
I'm pretty sure that guy earned the 3-0 match on you
Yep, so
for that. I'm
yeah,
sorry to say.
I think that did. So
All right. Well, this was
right.
a blast. I have to go eat.
All right. So thank you, Kaz, for joining back after that magnetic chasm.
Yeah, I had the chasm called me back.
All right, and thank you everybody in the zoo for joining. This is just the one for tonight. We'll later in the future there will be more of this. There's tons of time for this set. So have a good night, everybody.